Something unique, maybe something unique to your being, the way you're brought up, something unique to the way you teach, something unique. Something that it's only you who can take to the US. Mm. Hiyo ndio watauliza. And now you have to get that something, which I do not know.
Rashid, how would you answer that question?
Mimi.
Don't beat around the bush.
Mimi
How would
unajua,
you answer that?
mimi unajua sikuwa mwalimu when I was coming here. So it was easy. It was easy to answer the question because I was not a teacher before. And I'd done so many things before teaching. So when you have done so many things, it's very easy because they could see that, hey, this person yenyewe akona vitu mingi anaweza kutufundisha. Unaelewa sasa?
Now, Rashid, there is nothing like naelewa. There is nothing I'm understanding. I'm asking you, what is this unique thing that you think if I put across will give me this?
I don't know, because you are the one who knows it. I don't
know it. Just okay. Fake those ones for others.
When you know what you've done, like what is it? Is there some experience that you've given the kids in your class race that you think is unique that other kids should learn about? Are there?
Remember, I'm going to handle learners with special needs.
It doesn't matter. In this place, the learners are treated equally. Whether you have special needs or not, you're treated the same way. So there's nothing like... we don't have special schools. We have the special need learners in all classes. Every class in American school. So you cannot say that they will be special needs. No. Every learner is special.
Now, let me ask you this, Rashid.
How about the profound cases, the severe cases who cannot mix with the others?
Even the autistic
because like in
learners.
Kenya, we have standalone schools for the totally deaf, for the deaf blind,
for
physically handicapped.
Yes, now for those cases, now things like deaf blind, they can mix. They will have their teacher with them in your class. So that one is not severe. Things like those ones will be in their class, in the class. Yes.
What about autism?
Autistic depends on the level. Those are autism is a spectrum. So there are some who will be in the classroom with the others, but there are others who, if it is on the high spectrum, then they will go to there's a self. It's called an inclusion. Self-contained class, but in the same school. They will not go to another school. It's a self-contained class.
Now give me the unique thing that I may input in those things.
Sasa si wewe ndio unajua.
Now you are a teacher.
Nakwambia si wewe ndio unajua what is it that you done.
Huyu anataka tuanguke. America is too big for you. Rashid, hapo
hiyo siwezi kunini, but you just give us something unique that you've done you give a real life experience thing that you think you can share with the students.
In a co-curricular activity.
It doesn't have to be educational. It doesn't have to, because this is an exchange program, So this is this is an open question. It's not at it has to be at CGI. I will teach them to pass 100%. No. It can be anything. It can be the way of life. It can be culture. You can talk about something on the culture. You can talk about how whatever respect. Yani kitu yoyote tu wewe umeona you can talk about that is comfortable for you.
I'm picking.
So unaona, the reason why I cannot give an example is because mtu atatumia example yangu aende akwame. Aulizwe the second question alafu akwame.
Kurudi anasema Rashid anadanganya watu.
Atasema alafu inifikie kwa nini? Nipeleko kwa TikTok, nianikwe.
Now we have to crack our heads very hard.
Yes. Especially wewe Milka. They may ask
Yes.
you like, hey, why did you wait all this time, and why are you going now? Why is it that you're going now?
Hero.
So
Sasa
now
hiyo nitajibu namna gani?
si wewe ndio utasema.
Sasa kitu nililearn last year mwezi wa 11 mimi nitajibu namna gani?
Yeah, now
Talk about your wealth of experience.
yes.
Talk about your time that you've taken in service and the different wealth of experience that you've had, and that is why you feel that this particular time you are more qualified and more ready to come and handle those learners and be able to adapt what they have done there and bring back, because you're coming back as a consultant in your country.
Yes, and especially if you talk about your experience, you can say that in my span of working for this number of years, the kind of children I've seen, I don't think there's a type of child that I have not seen. And so if I go in there, I'm going in with, I'm not going in as a first person, I'm going in as person who has already handled all these types of cases. So I'll pick up fast. So I'll be an asset to those people there. I'll be an asset because I'll be helping them and I'll be giving them information on how to handle learners better. Nasikia.
Imeingia kabisa. Oh, thank you.
Yes. Sasa tusikie
Hii imekuja vizuri.
Tusikie nani? Tusikie Maria. Ama Maria ako anataka kusema chochote.
Maria is waiting for you the other side.
Akuje tu.
Amen.
Maria.
Hello.
Hey. Sema Maria.
How are you?
Fine.
I'm good. I'm just listening.
Hey.
I joined this group, I think, is it one week ago? Or I'm not sure, but there's somebody, I was just on Facebook, then I was just in this group, African leading ladies, I think. So there's somebody who had posted them there, a link. And because I've always been interested, and then now I joined. But I thank God, I just applied participate learning. They accepted my application. I've gone through the stages. Yeah, at least I've advanced. So the last part of it, I had an interview with the school district, and she liked me. Then they told me they have reserved a position for me. So I don't know when the position will ever come, because I've just waited for so long, but they've not given me the school. But they told me they reserved me. So I'm just there now, waiting until the day they give me the school. Then now maybe they start processing. So I'm just there waiting for the day they give me the school. So I don't know when, but I've been patient enough. So I can't complain. So that's what I'm waiting for, and then maybe they process now. They give me the DS, then I book the embassy. So I don't know. I'm just being patient, and I'm just trying to learn a lot. So it has just been an experience. So I don't know. I'm enjoying. So because it's my first time trying, and everything is going on well. So I don't know.
Good.
So I thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice story. Kuna watu walikuwa reject. Milka, wewe ulisema participate iliku reject immediately.
Do you know why they rejected me? Whoever gave me an idea about this J1 visa sponsor had no clue. So me getting into it, and because I did geography Kiswahili, I just went to geography Kiswahili, forgetting that I had special education. So kitambo nikuja click special education, they told me, we don't take those subjects. I could not. Little did I know my Kiswahili had nothing to do in US. So that is how I was dropped.
Rashid, what I may add is, when you go to this website, you're supposed to know what they take from Kenya. Like participate, they only take elementary from Kenya. So as in, you must know what they want from your country. Participate takes elementary teachers. So when you're going for that interview, you must, as in, your experience must lie between nursery to grade 5. If you just say anything beyond grade 5, now they don't take as in others from Kenya. So it's just elementary. So your experience must be there. So any questions you ask, it must be elementary grade, nursery to kindergarten to grade 5. So I think it's always important before you also apply or you just answer those interviews, you must have done some research.
Ukweli kabisa, that is correct. But I wish you well. Tunakungoja huku.
So I'm just waiting to be given a school. Okay, I had an interview with the school district. She liked me. They sent me an email. They have reserved a position for me. So we are waiting until when that position, as in, I don't know when it will come. At least they gave me a job position. So I don't know when.
Now let's just trust the process.
Yeah. So they just told us they'll give us. So I'm just being patient and optimistic. Yeah. So that's life.
Sawa sawa. Masi, unasema?
Yeah, I've heard Miriam's story and I was like, Miriam is almost like my story. This is my first attempt and I've seen it going. And I want to encourage people who are in here and just are afraid of starting, please start. I remember, Rashid, you encouraged me last year. I had not even been a year old since I graduated. Even now, I'm not even to the 2-year mark. But see, because I just decided to do it, it has happened. So I want to encourage people just to try. Don't wait. Try. Try and fail, but don't fail to try. I tried 15 agencies. 2 of them I'm ready for hire. 1 of them has already placed me. So that is the essence of trying several agencies, not just waiting on one.
Yeah, some people get carried away with just one, sitting there waiting for a long time.
That is me.
Oh, Wilka. Lakini si umesema ati zingine you tried and they rejected you. So it's not...
Nikajaribu nikasema, now what is this?
si sasa hiyo sio wewe tunasema. There are some people who they just put one. And hiyo one yenye waliweka 6 years ago, it is the same one wanangoja, you know. They say, oh, I hope this year, I hope this year. That is not true. Yeah, but that's good. Jeffita. Jeffita, sema. Jeffita ameenda. Godfrey. Godfrey.
Yes, mambo.
Poa, niambie boss.
Niko tu nasikiza.
Hebu tupatie story yako. Watu sahii wameomoka.
Sina story, nimerusharusha tu applications. Surprisingly, okay, me, I decided just to collect everything before I start. But first applications nimezieka around the first week of January. Surprisingly, I have ready to hire kama 2. Kuna district za H1B pia, like 2.
Sawa. Hiyo uko sawa bana.
So it's possible. Though pia naweza encourage tu watu, the people I've interacted with, there are people who umesema tu have been waiting for 6 years.
You've been
not really 6 years, but we have been waiting for long, depending on one. So we can just keep turushe tu, si kungojea moja. Ile itakuja bas. Navuka na hiyo.
Unajua, like this thing every year. I've been doing this for the last 7 years, and every year we get a few people coming in, and a few people missing out, and then the next group they come in, a few miss out. So watu wengi in that group of us tuko karibu watu 6,000. I can assure you that only about maybe 500 people have applied. Hao wengine ni story tu.
Pia msifuate sana some communication emergencies. They are placing people as much as they claim visa zimeisha. There's somebody I know amekuwa placed na faces on Thursday.
That is true. And
in a certain high school in Columbus.
Yes, that is very
It's
true.
because people are dropping during visa interviews and therefore inabaki chances wengine wanaingia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
just keep trying.
Ukweli kabisa. Now that is true because some agencies, they tell you that hata kuna zingine where they say they don't take people from your area. Na kidogo kidogo ukiona huyu jamaa unapata mwingine amechukuliwa. Then you wonder, ai, na si huyu ni area yangu. Si huyu ni area yangu. What do they mean by we don't take people from your area? So usisikie story ya mtu ati useme because Godfrey said that they don't take people from my area, then you don't apply. Where apply to? Maybe there is something that you have that Godfrey doesn't have. So that is a thing they will consider.
That's true.
Yeah, hiyo nimekubali kabisa.
Sawa.
Vincent anatupata pale YouTube anasema hello. Vincent, sema bwana, tupatie story, kama uko na swali uliza. Alafu tuende kwa Jeffita. Jeffita, unatusikia sasa? Ala, huyo ameenda. Nilikuwa huko nini, I was in TikTok. I was in Mkenya Marekani's live today. The Kenyan American home. I was in his live. So nilikuwa nasikia venye watu wanasema, you know, there's someone who was talking about J1 visas for teachers.
Aya, kumbe umekuwa huko. Nimesikia another lady akisema mko walimu karibu 200.
Bas. Ulikuwa huko? Ala? Si nilikuwa na hii account yangu. Hii account yenye huwa naenda nayo live hapa. This is the one. You know TikTok sina followers. So I cannot talk. Unajua TikTok wame limit mtu anaweza kutoka.
Lazima uwe na 1000.
Yes, and hii account yangu sijui. Mimi TikTok hata sijui venye una follow watu. Niko na sijui watu wangapi. So, but we have a group ya Kenyans, we are so many. We are very many in Kenyans here. So nataka tujaze hapa hii place. Followers are only 63 that I have. Following 228. Na unataka 1000. Hiyo nitatoa wapi? Kama ya YouTube ndio 1000 kufikisha ilikuwa shida. But they were giving good information.
Sasa Rashidi.
Hey.
I'm having an interview with the principal on 28th. Sasa nasema watauliza nini? What do they really need?
The principal will most importantly, it will be a principal and it will be a subject content area specialist. And the principal will just be asking you for things that the principal needs. Like, for example, behavior issues. How do you deal with behavior in your class? What do you do for, for types of students? Things like that. The types of students you have and how you handle them. Vitu kama hizo. But for the content specialist, they will go into your subject and ask you about the issues in your subject area. And Mercy anataka kuongezea. Mercy, ongezea.
Okay, mine where is this thing? Okay, mine. Mine, I had two interviewers. That was the principal and the speech therapist.
Yes, now that is a content area specialist. Yes.
Yeah. So they really dug deep on IEP.
Si wanakuuliza stories za sijui huyu akifanya, what do you do, what huyu
It was deep on
akifanyika.
IEP, how you develop it, how you use it to guide the learners, how you use it to motivate your learners, how you use this IEP to, how do you judge your learner using this IEP. It was just about the content area with the principal and the specialist. So I don't know, maybe some are.
Correct. That is what they do. They go into very deep. They want to see whether you can actually do what you say you're able to do in your inaitwaje, what you do in your paperwork. Whatever you've written in your paperwork, they want to be sure that you can do it.
All right.
But kama umekuwa mwalimu for long, it's not something that is strange.
Utabambana tu na wao, unawaambia tu venye unaelewa.
Yeah.
Because how we handle learners here is not the same as how you handle them the other side. Maybe you may have better reasoning than them.
That is true. So don't be afraid. Hakuna kitu ngumu, hakuna mkate ngumu mbele ya chai.
IEP ndio chakula changu. Even right now I'm making one for a class. We have a general one and a specific one.
Yes. Mercy, Sam.
Rashid, I have a question. Before I forget. Now, I have a friend whose DS 2019 says otherwise from the DS 2019. Start date is different from the start date, the school start date. It's different from the start date that has been given by the agency. Could this affect her? I'm asking on behalf of a lady friend of mine. Could this affect us? She's going for visa. Because I was wondering why those dates are different.
Of those 3 dates, which one is the earliest?
Because the school start date, her school start date is on 14th.
14th of what?
And then the 14th of August. Then the DS start date of the DS 2019 is on 8th of August. And then the one for the agency, she told me the one for the agency is in July. So she was wondering when will she travel, even after she has had this visa. So that one is for a friend of mine.
No, that is okay. Sioni shida.
So which date should she use to travel?
She will not.
She's going to Texas.
The DS is only valid from 8th of August, so she cannot travel until after 8th of August.
Oh, sawa.
But hii agency,
so it is the
hii agency, si akisha travel, atakuwa under care of agency from 8th to 14th.
Na kama umeandikiwa start date ya shule, start date ya shule ni 8th of July. Nimeshangaa 8th of July, some schools zimefungua 8th of July.
Si yani start date ya shule should be later than start date ya DS. You first get the DS.
For example, start date ya shule, nimeona it's on 8th of July.
Yes.
So, do you arrive before the start date or you arrive on that exact day when the start date is on?
No, you arrive on the DS start date. Yeah, shule. Lakini shule si unajua siku uta sign contract ndio uta start. Like even if they write the 8th of August and if you by 8th you're not there, you have not started. Lazima waone like the body ukuje wewe mwenyewe mpaka usign.
It's okay.
So if you're not there yet, they will not hawata hesabu hizo days zote. Hapa you are paid according to when you are there, not the dates. So these dates will be irrelevant at the end of the day.
Now let me just ask. So which means if we should travel earlier than the date?
No, the agency will guide you.
Okay.
Because what happens is this: when you travel again, you come here for about 2 weeks. Hizo 2 weeks you'll be ni orientation ya kununua gari, ya kupata nyumba na vitu kama hizo.
Mambo ya gari ndio inanifanya nicheke kidogo. Unakaza watu na gari hata kama hawataki.
No, but you cannot go to school if you don't have a car. That is the reality. So utaenda aje shule?
The school is not close.
Yeah. School is 45 minutes away.
45 minutes na kanyaga.
No, 45 driving on a Thika highway.
Hiyo ni mbali.
Ni kama Nairobi Thika.
Obe.
That is where schools are. So hakuna ati shule, let me tell you, wakisema driving license, for the reason why they insist that they want the driving license is because the third day of your being here, you will have a car. The third day. And you will be driving.
Unarudi driving school.
You will be driving. Now, it's very expensive to hire a driver. Huku.
Okay.
Because drivers will charge you per hour. And they will charge you a lot of money. If you take an Uber, some places like Place Niko, hakuna hata Uber. You have to get someone who is driving. Na sisi tunaenda kazi zetu, tuko kwa YouTube zetu. We don't have time for driving.
Sasa Rashid, my another question that I would like to ask is that kumbe, because kama nyinyi mtafunga in July, si ndio? Kama June.
Sisi tunafunga Mei.
Kumbe basi shule nimeona zinafunga in May, because nimeona May 23rd. Na nyinyi mnafungua May? Mnafungua August?
Tunafunga May.
Mnafunga May. Alafu mnafungua in
July 30th or July 25th, somewhere there.
Oh, sawa, nimeelewa sasa. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa inanisumbua.
Every school has their own dates. Huku hakuna date ya government ati sasa kila mtu afunge. Kila mtu anajipanga na date zake. Bora umefikisha 190 days. That is okay. The way you plan your 190 is not a problem. Kesa anasema he has been here before, one person who got a lot of hope with faces and they have left again after 2 consecutive years after approval in 2022. What do I do? Kesa, try other agencies. Don't just rely on faces. Try wengine. You might be waiting for faces, but your chance might be in IAG or TPG or there are so many agencies. I'm going to put the list of the agencies in the YouTube video hapo kwa descriptions, or go to Bridge USA and just type J1 sponsors and you will get 66 agencies. They are there, all of them. Try all of them. Ukiweka wote 66, next year utakuwa hapa.
Mimi nakuja this year. Next year no. No.
Si uko na principal interview already, so that is half. That is half the, how do you call it? That is half the battle. So once you have principal interview, you're almost there.
Yeah, this year I have to. Hii ni mwaka yangu. I'm saying this because I did interview for promotion, I got it. I just did what I got it. Why not this one? Lazima nikuje. Kukua head teacher ndio sitaki.
Huko hawezi pewa head teacher.
Hata sitaki kusonga karibu nayo. I wanna do my work, go home and relax.
Huko hata deputy hawezi. The way they do
Rashid,
their...
I can go back to school and learn.
No, the way they do their thing, head teacher is another process altogether.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not you know, like Kenya, we just go through promotion and all that. But here, there's an exam you have to take. There is another program you have to join, and you have to be a sijui nini uanze tena fresh, fundishwe how head teacher.
Hii haikunileta huko, mimi nilikuja kufanya kazi.
Yeah. Ukuje tu.
So, nitakuja.
Wekesa anasema which site to get the agencies. Wekesa, what I'll give you the link in the YouTube video. Ukienda kwa details, inaitwaje YouTube video? Ukienda kwa, how do you call that thing? The description. Description. Anasema juu ya Google nini? Ukienda kwa description ya hii video, wacha nimweke join nini? Telegram. Wapi link ya Telegram? Where is the link? How do I join? Aya, nani hajajibiwa swali? Jefita, sijasikia Jefita akiongea. Amerudi. Jefita. Halo. Aya,
hello, Rashid, how are you?
I'm fine.
Hello.
Sasa?
I'm good. I'm listening here.
Hey.
But I'm progressing well. I've done some 2 interviews with the principals, but I've not received a report for any of those. That's one from last week and the other 2 weeks ago.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. And I've also done, I applied for a number of H1Bs to directly school districts. And there is this District of Columbia Public Schools, DCPS. I had an interview with them. And now I'm supposed to be doing their license one. So that's doing praxis.
Okay.
And and the rest. But my question is this. I mean, I've of course read the advantages of H1B, and I mean the differences between H1B and J1 on your group. But what do you advise yourself?
What I advise is ile itakuleta hapa ndio ukuje nayo kwanza. Now, eventually, even if you come with J1, eventually you will still have to take the praxis, even in your J1. So if you are thinking of taking praxis and you have the means, I would rather you just take it now. And praxis is very difficult. Like the pass rate is also very low.
So I rather try it from there, where failing might be.
Failing is failing. Whether you fail here, whether you fail there.
No, Jefta. Jefta, it is better you go the other side. Even if you fail, you will be continuing from that end.
I love money to be repeating.
No, praxis you can repeat. Sini pesa yako. Hiyo sini hiyo ni kama IELTS, sijui TOEFL, sijui hizo. Ni kama tu hizo. If you fail, unaweka tena pesa, unajaribu. Ukifail tena unaweka pesa, unajaribu. So hawezi kusema ati nini? Yeah.
So that's where I am, and I hope to be there. Just like Milka is saying, I personally hope to be there end of this year.
Sasa nikuulize, umeapply nini?
Mimi naenda July.
Nikuulize, umeapply H1B bila praxis? Ama umeapply?
Yes, I applied bila praxis here, DCPS. I did an interview with the district. Then where I am now, they have told me to do praxis.
Oh, okay.
And get a license. Yes.
Okay.
They have even told me the practice I should do.
Oh, okay. They gave you the number.
Yes.
Ah, sawa. Hey, hiyo basi we uko njiani.
Wow.
Whichever arrives first. Now the problem with praxis, wacha tu niwaambie ukweli. Hii H1B.
Yes.
Unajua J1 ukikuja na spouse anapata kazi after 5 months hivi because atangoja work permit kitu 3 months. After 4 months, 5 months spouse akona kazi. So you people, you will be 2 people in the house na mko na kazi nyote. Okay? Hiyo ni J1. But H1B spouse ana kazi. Ni housewife tu hapo atakaa tu. Hapo ndio shida inaanza.
How about if she's a nurse?
Ndio nakwambia H1B she's not allowed to work.
Is there a way she can get maybe an H1B and change from HST, I don't know, H4?
Now there's the NCLEX, inaitwa NCLEX, unless she passes NCLEX, which is the equivalent of praxis but for nursing.
Oh, okay.
Itabidi akuje afanye NCLEX, but that one means now you have a plan. Unasikia? Now you have a plan, you know how to like when you come in utamuenroll kwa hizi mashule za NCLEX. So hizo pesa zenu za the first few months you'll be spending them in tuition na vitu kama hizo so that she gets well versed with what's going on. Naona? So
and the advantage is that once she does it, your visa will change to green card once she gets that job.
Wow.
I remember, I know of my sister who went with her spouse. My sister was already a nurse employed, so the husband had to do that necklace, I don't know what exam. And he also, but already they had gone with green card because they were married. But nurses get green card, so it is an advantage to you.
Yeah, but then the thing is, kama unajua wewe it only happens wewe uko na nurse. If you're married to someone else, then shida ya H1B ni hakuna kazi, like you cannot work. Your spouse will not be able to work. And that is a very big thing. Inaharibu hata manyumba. Mtu anakuja America, then they get problems here. Because si watu wa Kenya wamejua nani ameenda. Sasa ameenda na hakuna pesa anatuma. Sasa ameenda aje? Hiyo ni aje sasa? Na hakuna pesa because you have a lot of bills to pay. You see, now the family life gets into the picture and then people start saying, oh, nani, and ni fake, sijui nini. You know, they start bringing issues. Then they come into your family and you also get annoyed. Alafu siku moja sijui nini mnatupiana tu maneno hivi kidogo kidogo, polisi ndio hao. Takuwa ni shida. Na huku polisi wanatembea.
So you advise J1 aende na bibi kama J1 alafu bibi apate kazi.
No, like for him they can come for whichever way because for him already bibi ako na kazi. Akikuja tu hapa ni exam ndio afanye.
Okay.
But kama ni mwingine na bibi hana nursing, wajaribu J1 kwanza. So that bibi akuja hapa afanye hizo vitu zake na because J1 the bibi can start working the next day as long as akona work permit. But H1 akuna, there's no work for dependents. They have to stay at home.
Thank you very much, Rashid.
Karibu sana. Na ukuje.
Yeah, I'm hoping that end of this year.
Usi nini ya bwana. Alafu ebu we, uyo spouse ebu mweke kwa hizi magroup za nursing. Kuna groups za nursing kama tu hii yangu. Na yeye pia jaribu huko. Like ajaribu ya nursing na wewe unajaribu ya teaching so that the first person to get analeta mwenzake. Hiyo ndio mapenzi.
Nursing is a very long process. Hata naona huyu mwalimu atapata before.
Hapana. Si ni NCLEX tu anaenda kufanya South Africa. Akishapita anakuja.
ataenda, imagine ataenda hiyo NCLEX South Africa, ataenda ma medical tests mingi sana. Sisi hatuna hizo kama walimu.
Those things you can do.
Rashidi, I can remember my classmate in high school.
Yes.
She's a nurse in Kisumu. She went to South Africa. A number of them, she told me just 2 people, and mwengine ndio walipita hiyo mtihani.
Yes,
na ujue umepanda ndege mpaka South Africa.
Na si hata praxis
But
ni hivyo tu.
Watu wanapita. My sister went did it and passed. Watu wanapita.
Ni kama tu praxis. Praxis has the same issues. Watu wanasema oh ni mimi tu nilipita. But that is besides the point. Hiyo sio shida. Watu waende wafanye. But just just enroll her in nursing programs. You never know. You might go faster than you. I think they need nurses more than they need teachers. Miriam alikuwa ameraise mkono. Miriam sema.
Obi.
Ala. Miriam.
Mjukuu ameenda na simu.
Jamani, ama ni mjukuu alikuwa anajaribu kucheza na simu. Na watu wako kwa YouTube, if you have questions you can ask, it will appear on the screen. Haya, Miriam amekuja. Sema. Unmute yourself. Bado technology imechanganya.
Do you know that I missed an interview because of my phone?
Hello.
Yeah, that is not new. Watu wengi inafanyika. Wengi sana. Haya, Miriam tunakusikia sasa.
How is it possible to change from H1B, J1 to H1B?
Yes, it's possible. It's possible
after
to change.
How long? After I've come back to Kenya and gone back?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to come back to Kenya. You can just change from here. Okay. Ukishafika tu hivi. Sio process ndefu. Nakuja tu tunakuchenjia.
Very good.
Okay.
Na mbona unataka kuchange na hujafika kwa J1? Si ukuje na J1 kwanza, ukaekae kidogo, unuse hiyo ni $, alafu ndio uchange.
Sawa. Nilikuwa nauliza tu.
But it's possible. It's possible. It's legal. It's alafu nakukata.
Nilikuwa nauliza unatumia jina gani kwa YouTube? Niende kutafuta.
YouTube. Hii niko hapo Rashid Mzee.
Oh.
Rashid Mzee.
Rashid John.
But if you go to if you go to the Telegram, there's a lot of videos I've posted in the Telegram.
Telegram.
Si nilishampatia. Ulishaona hizo vitu nilipost Telegram?
Nimeona lakini sijafungua videos.
Oh, okay. Ukifungua hizo ni video zangu. So they'll take you to the YouTube. Alafu unataka subscribers, ututafutie subscribers wa 10 hivi.
Sawa. Nitatafuta.
Hai, Masi alikuwa anataka kusema the issue is
I was almost forgetting something, Rashid. Umeongea about waiver, ukaongea about changing. So waiver is what leads us to changing to H1B. Now there's something I saw in Kenyan website that if you want to change from your visa from J1 to H1B, number 6 of it was that a letter from your employer, from your former employer. Now, Mercy's former employer is the Teachers Service Commission. when Mercy was leaving, like now, the truth of the matter, we are so uncertain whether we will get the visa at what time. So you cannot resign. You don't know when to resign or what to do with yourself. So in the event, for example, I just abandon my work and leave. Where do I get this letter that I will present in Washington so that I may be waived? I just wanted to know. Hiyo ndio imechanganya watu wengi sana, imewasumbua akili.
You just get
How would
from
this
TSC.
happen?
Kwani TSC won't give you a letter if you leave them? They'll just say, you see, Mazi, this letter just is supposed to just state that there is no encumbrance. They don't have a problem with you leaving. That is the letter that they're looking for.
Sasa TSC itanitoa wapi nipatie hiyo barua?
Si unaenda
I'll have to
kwao.
come to Kenya.
Bana,
Okay.
hey we. Si una nini tu. Nawapigia tu simu. You can just talk to them and just tell them that, hey, I know I left. Is there any debt I owe you so that I pay? Aya. Am I in good records? Aya. Hebu niandikieni barua that you are my former employer. Bas. Then they give you the letter.
This one I should do at which year of stay there?
Hiyo bado wewe.
Rashid.
Hiyo kuja kwanza.
Nataka kujua.
Hiyo ni huko ma50 huko. Hiyo huko. Bado.
Na 50 kama ulishawa abandon hiyo 5 years yote watakukumbuka waandike.
TSC has my records. Me, I abandoned TSC in 2007, CG 2008. They have my records. Even today, if I go that I want that letter, they will write for me. They were my employer. That is a fact. They cannot change that. It was, I am there. So,
Rashid.
Yes.
Rashid.
Yes.
I've taught for the last, this is my 35th year in teaching. Now, even my headmaster doesn't know that I have a rubber stamp, and he has rubber stamped so many letters to go to America. Because nataka chini ya maji. When do I write a letter to the TSC that I want early retirement? Because I'm retiring in 2026 June. So that I don't miss my money that I've worked for, because I've worked diligently. Please advise me.
Lakini si wewe hujapata DS.
Ikija. You know, sometimes...
Ikija uandike tu. Because either way you will still retire.
Yes.
Yeah, when you get
so
your
DS 2019,
ukiwa nayo kwa mkono.
Okay.
Yeah, for your case, ukiwa nayo kwa mkono, just write. Just tell them that. Mimi.
That is around May.
Sijui itakuja lini. DS is just something they send in your email. So it can come within one. You can do the interview tomorrow. And by Monday, you have the DS.
Right. Another question. What did I want? Yeah, mtu ametuma message imeenda na kila kitu.
Hiyo ni M-Pesa imeingia. Si unigawie ya Wilka.
M-Pesa ikiingia Rashid, utakula.
Hebu sema hiyo, the other question imekuja.
The other question ilikuwa inakuwa aje? Ninauliza, if I have a loan with the bank and I want to come, do I just leave the bank, or I tell them I'm going and I'll pay you?
What I did, I also came with a loan. Yes. In fact, I could not afford these stories as gari easy vitu wanasema. So I took a loan. Nikakuja nayo. But I was paying through M-Pesa. So because M-Pesa works. So naweka tu pay bill, natuma kwa hiyo account wanakata.
Wako na hiyo pay bill wako nayo.
Si ni M-Pesa tu. Si ni M-Pesa tu.
Sasa utapeleka kwa bank gani?
Si ya hiyo bank yako.
Okay, I will go and ask them their pay bill.
By the way, Rashid, hata kwa SACCOs wako na pay bills.
Yes. In fact, I took a SACCO loan, not a bank loan. I took a SACCO loan and I paid it through M-Pesa.
I can pay both bank and SACCO loan using M-Pesa. Sindio?
M-Pesa works. M-Pesa works fine.
Si hapo sasa ona mkono sarut ndio hiyo.
M-Pesa is okay. Usiseme ati sijui sitalipa. No, don't go. Hiyo sitalipa utapelekwa CRB. Alafu saa zile unaenda kuchukua ile barua Masi alikuwa anasema ile. Alafu unakwama.
Anablokiwa.
Unakwama hapo, unaulizwa nao. Ulichukua pesa ya kina nani? Interest imeshakuwa 250,000. Hebu lipa interest before tuongee hiyo pesa. Then at that time you're now stuck. So don't go ati unapotea na pesa ya watu. Just go, you can pay through pay bill. You can pay through lipa na M-Pesa. You can pay through nini. My accounts are still functional. There's no sija change kila kitu. Hakuna kitu nimechange hata moja. Tunaona watu wa premium wananilipa na M-Pesa. Huh? Miriam sema.
Sasa hii premium ndio nilitaka kujua it's around how much so that
Hiyo siwezi kusema kwa YouTube. Wewe enda tu uingie huko.
Iko 12K. Ndio tulilipa tu hiyo.
Ingia huko uangalie. Sitaki kusema maneno ya premium. Enda tu uangalie kwa nini hapo. Ingia kwa.
Nimemwambia tayari ya.
Aende Telegram. Tulishabadilisha bei. Enda tu Telegram. If you click
usibadilishie kwangu.
Ilibadilika.
Usibadilishe kwa huyu.
Ishabadilika.
Jamani, hurumia mimi. Mimi ni agent wa Milka, nihurumie.
Hata older than you.
Nyinyi ndio mko na pesa. Hebu mulete pesa tukule.
Hatuna. Milka, I'm your agent, so unanitetea my sister.
But you see, I'm not, you know.
Wewe fanya hivi my dear. Kimbia premium. Lipa 12. Aone kwa M-Pesa yake. Hiyo mtaongea baadaye. You keep on talking here. You don't know how to nurse these people. 12 na umekuja huku umekaa kipole. Alafu na mnyemelea Rashidi. Ni mimi ndio nilituma ile M-Pesa.
No, but I don't. You see, the reason I don't stress on paying for premium is because these things someone can just do without me. Kitu tu iko hapo.
Miriam needs guidance.
And it is free.
Ameingia jana. Let her not suffer the way I suffered through participate.
Na ni free. Unajua hizi vitu ni free. Sasa ikikuja ati na sahi venye watu wanaanikwa huko TikTok, they'll start saying that I'm taking their money and I don't want their money.
Hapana, mimi najua ni free, but it is me who is willing buyer, willing seller. Me, I need to be
hata wale wanaanikwa huko TikTok, they were willing. Hakuna mtu alifosiwa.
Mi hata TikTok sijui.
So but it's there. Iko hapo. The instructions are in the group and they are open. So don't
kwa premium.
Kwa premium.
Okay, sir.
Sawa, leo hakuna maswali mingi. Watu wa YouTube pia wamekataa kuandika maswali. So tumebakisha dakika kama 5. Mkikumbuka kitu. Maria.
Yeah, I told you, Rashid, you know me, I did just my first interview with the school district. She liked me, she reserved me. So unajua siwezi ongea anything until nipewe shule, I signed the contract. From there, and maybe now they process the DS-19 and then as in I'm just waiting until the day they give me a school, but they reserved a position for me, so at least I'm assured.
Lakini Maria, umechukuliwa hiyo tu, cross your fingers. School district umeshafanya nayo interview?
Yes, she reserved me. So unajua sasa nagojea sasa after they have given me a school na class ndio ni sign contract na hao, so that waniandikie ndio niweze kupewa DS hiyo. Sasa hakuna vile DS itakuja bila contract. Yeah, but everything I know, when I'll travel, in case I get a visa, where I'll land, what, they have told me all those things. So I'm just waiting. Yeah, they have told me the day I'll travel, the what, kila kitu, where I will land, where they'll pick me from. But saa everything sasa sunaona ina kwa visa.
Yeah. Yeah,
but so ni kugoja tu na kuomba Mungu. So from there maybe I'll contact you wakati nimepata hiyo DS, and then you uniambie how I feel it, kitu kama hiyo. Yeah.
No, DS
So
inakuja, it's already filled.
So hiyo kunini hiyo visa,
hiyo ni
apply for interview
hiyo ni
embassy.
hiyo ni inaitwa nini 16.
Yeah, ndo nasema sasa kuna vile wakinitumia hiyo, si lazima nitatumia hiyo kujaza apply for an interview.
Yeah, but it's direct. It's direct. It's not something that unaweza shindwa. Ni kama form tu kufill. Jina, sijui nini.
On my own.
Yeah, it's something you can just do.
Saa kitu maybe neza ni I don't know about, maybe I don't get a chance, as in sijui kama time yani itakuwa kwa embassy hiyo chance. I don't know.
Hiyo ndio shida. Hiyo ndio shida.
Ndio shida saa. That is what I'm praying. Maybe wakati nikijaza at least nipate hiyo before my day. Yeah, as in the day I'm supposed to travel.
Yeah.
Before. So that's what I'm praying for. So I don't know. Na in case nikipata hiyo time date imepita, so what should I do?
Yeah, ukipata date it becomes a little complicated, but you can still just utawaharas tu na nini na mabarua. You'll ask your sponsor to send you a letter so that you can at least ask for expedition and all those things. Because if your date is almost, you can ask for expedition and they usually accept. Especially for J1s. Yeah. They usually accept and they give you an expedition.
Do you pay another one?
No. It's just a letter, like you just request on the system. Then it is up to them. Sometimes they agree, sometimes they don't. But when the date is almost, they usually say, okay, kuja.
Alafu another question, Rashid. Yaani hao watu wa visa hawawezi kuona wewe umekuwa employed na Amerika wakupatie tu visa mpaka tena wakusubject kwa thorough interview. Ama it's just kupitia.
Because sisi ndio tumeharibu system. Kuna watu wanasema wako employed na kupe onoko. Mtu anauliza kwa chat, what is your teaching subject? Yeah, what is your subject?
No, personally, I told you participate takes because I applied na participate inachukua elementary. So somebody was done early childhood. I'm a P1 teacher. Then I did my degree in early childhood. But I'm a P1 teacher. So participate mostly inapenda early childhood teachers. Early childhood and special needs.
Yeah.
So primary option. There are teachers who also did degree in primary option.
So so what I'm saying is, when I was applying, I'm talking about my experience. I always like talking about myself. I am talking about myself as an experience. So I don't want to talk about other people, because the most of the people I've known wamepita through participate, most of them wamefanya early childhood. So I'm talking from my experience as a person. So I don't want to talk about other people. So early childhood, that's what I said, participate in a tech elementary. So when I said I can teach kindergarten up to grade 3, I think hapo walikubali.
Yeah, that's
because early childhood inafika grade
3.
And if you kiangalia, mostly wanataka mwalimu wa 1, 2
and 3
hapo sana kindergarten to grade 3. So early childhood inanikubali.
Bas. Na watu wajue whether you are in grade 3, whether you are in high school, pesa ni ile. Kuna tio sijui huyu anafundisha watu wa form 4. Hakunaga kitu kama hiyo huko. Sawa, I hope she has understood. Kate is saying, what happens to those who missed their DS from phases in the school year 24-25? If you missed it, maybe you'll get it next year. If you don't get it next year, unfortunately, watakutoa kwa system, utaanza tena. But I recommend to apply na watu wengine pia. so that if you miss faces you get participate, if you miss participate you get someone else, unajua, you don't just stay on one place. Visa ni chache na masaa pia ndio hizo zinaenda. Sawa, si maswali zimeisha? Is 10:01 am huku kwetu. Huko kwenu ni
Thanks,
saa.
Rashid, for your time.
1701.
Huko kwenu ni 17:01.
Rashid, thank you for your time. You've always been here, you've been here, you will always be there for us. Thank you. Utuombe tufike huko.
Na mkikuja mkuje kwa nini? Muniambie namba zenu niwaweke kwa WhatsApp. Musaidie watu wengine, si ati mnakuja na mnapotea. Vile watu wengine wamekuja wakapotea.
Tunasaidiana tu hata saa hii.
Kuna watu wanakuja.
My ameenda wapi?
Hayuko tu hapa.
My nenda huko nini?
Nataka kufanya hivyo saa hizi ndio aanze kunisaidia kuapply.
Fanya hivi, tukitoka hapa tu hivi, mzungukie nyuma ya tent ile ya white. Ndio mfinye huko nyuma ya tent.
Sawa.
Thank you. Rashid, be blessed.
Thank you so much.
Asante. Asanteni sana.
Yeah, so we just trust God. You know, when Mungu amesema ile time yako imefika,
Yeah.
imefika.
Ikifika imefika. Hata watu waseme nini? Yako ikifika ndio hivyo imefika.
Ikifika tu, yeah. So it's just about God's time. That's what
that's
I
true.
believe.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I wish you well. I hope to see you here soon.
Yeah, God, you know, I've told you everything is about God. So me, I'm just, yeah. So if it's God's will, I'll come. Time yangu ikifika nitakuja tu.
Yako imeshafika.
Yeah, amen.
Milka, wacha nikutoe kama umeshindwa kutoa.
Nimetafuta, nimechoka.
Sawa.
Thank you.